Welcome to the Raising Confident Girls podcast, your guide to raising strong, confident daughters. I'm Melissa Jones, the founder of Girls Positivity Club and a teacher for over 20 years. In a world where girls often feel overwhelmed, anxious, and confused, this podcast is your go-to space. As caregivers, we navigate challenges together. I founded Girls Positivity Club to provide a place where you belong and get the tools to face today's hurdles. Consider this your regular check-in with a trusted friend, offering insights and practical tips for meaningful conversations. I'm here to help you feel confident on this journey of raising a generation of empowered girls. Let's dive in and raise those confident girls together. Hey everybody, it's Melissa and welcome to Pep Talk Friday. I want to start with something that parents don't always say out loud, but feel all the time, myself definitely included. These are moments with your daughter that don't seem like a big deal on the surface, but they stay with you. You try to connect, you ask a simple question, and you get, fine, I don't know, or Mom, can you just stop? And it's quick. It's over in seconds. But something about it lingers. Because it doesn't just feel like she didn't want to talk. It can feel like she didn't want you. And that's a hard feeling to sit with. Not in a dramatic way. Just in that quiet, subtle way where you think, why does it feel like I'm getting shut out? And sometimes it doesn't even come out in words. It's not stop or I don't know. It's a look or a tone. Or the way she walks away in the middle of you talking. And again, it's small, but you feel it because you were trying to connect. And it feels like she just closed the door. And those moments can stick with you, not because they're big, but because they happen over and over in small ways. And I'm not talking about disrespectful behavior, rude behavior, her storming out or anything like that. You can just see a little bit of a disinterest or a disconnection. And maybe later that same day, though, she comes into the room, sits near you, starts talking, tells you something random, something small, something from earlier. And you're sitting there thinking, now we're talking? And there's part of you that wants to say, I tried talking to you earlier, but instead you just listen and you go with it. And that back and forth, that push away and come back can feel confusing. And I know in my mind, I've consciously said to myself, don't say anything, don't say anything, just listen, just listen. Or I've been in the middle of something and it's not a convenient time. And I'm not saying that you have to drop everything every single time they want to talk. But especially when they're in this phase, you notice it and then you're like, okay, I need to be present here. And sometimes if we're really honest, all of this back and forth can feel a little hurtful, even when we know she doesn't mean it in that way. Because you're showing up, you're trying to connect, and it can feel like you're getting shut out. And then there's another layer, the one that shows up later, when the house is quiet and everything slows down. That's often when it hits you more, not in the moment, but after, when you finally have space to think about it. And you find yourself replaying the moments with her. Wondering, did I say the wrong thing? Should I have handled that differently? Did I push too much? Should I have just left it alone? And that's the part people don't always talk about. It's not just the moment with her. It's what you're carrying after it. So if you've been in that space recently, I want you to hear this clearly. You're not doing this wrong. And you're not alone in feeling this way. Because what looks like pushing you away is often something else entirely. It's not rejection. It's not disconnection. It's your daughter figuring out how to handle connection in a way that feels manageable to her. She's figuring out how much space she needs, when she wants to talk, how to handle her own thoughts and feelings. And she doesn't always do that in a way that feels smooth or predictable or even kind. And that's where it can feel hard because you're on the receiving end of that process. So here's the shift I want to offer you. Instead of seeing those moments as she's pushing me away, try seeing them as she's trying to manage connection the only way she knows how right now. And those are two very different things because one feels like rejection and the other feels like growth. And I know that doesn't make it easier in the moment, but it can change how you hold it. So when she says, "Can you just stop?" and everything in you wants to explain or push back or try again, you can pause and remind yourself, this moment isn't the whole picture. And then respond simply, okay, not frustrated, not shutting down, not passive aggressive, just steady. Okay. Because here's something really important to remember. Just because she's not open in that moment doesn't mean she won't come back. And most of the time, she does, just not when we expect. And when she does come back, when she starts talking, even if it's random, even if it's small, even if it's hours later, that's your window. Not to correct, not to go back to earlier, but just to be there. Because connection in this stage isn't built in perfect conversations. It's built in these small, unexpected returns. And I know this can still feel hard, believe me, because part of you misses how it used to feel. When connection felt easier, more consistent, more on your terms. But that version of connection isn't gone. It's just changing. And this is the part I want you to hold on to. You don't have to chase connection. You just have to stay available for it. Because chasing can feel like pressure, but availability feels like safety. So if this stage feels a little confusing, a little inconsistent, a little emotional at times, you're not doing anything wrong. You're showing up in a stage that asks you to do something different. Not more, not better, just different. And your steadiness in this, even when it doesn't feel like it's working in the moment, is what helps her come back. And if this is something you've been feeling a lot lately, I also have a full episode called When Your Daughter Shuts You Down but Still Comes Back Later that walks through this more deeply and will help you see the bigger picture. You're doing better than you think, and I'm right here with you. Thanks for joining another empowering episode of the Raising Confident Girls podcast. Share today's insights with caregivers and friends, building beautiful relationships with strong girls. Hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. We're not just a podcast, we're a community. Follow Girls Positivity Club on social media for more empowering content on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. This podcast empowers you, supporting incredible girls. Let's create strong, beautiful relationships with the girls in our lives. I appreciate you listening today. Stay confident, stay connected. Until next time, keep raising those confident girls. You've got this.